All right, we're live. Bill, thank you for
Yeah,
hopping on.
sure.
Bill the legend, McComb. Yeah, I wanted to bring you on because yeah, we kind of chatted a little bit before, we obviously started recording this and very great story, especially we'll go through kind of what happened. But yeah, I guess first and foremost, maybe tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, all that stuff.
My name is Bill McComb. I live in Palm Beach, Florida. I'm 73 years old.
73 years young. And so when you so you started this program, I guess yeah, how did you kind of find us and what made you start the program?
My son-in-law introduced me to the program, and you had a challenge back in January, which we did together, but he didn't take it as seriously as I did.
Okay. So he didn't take it as seriously as you did. And I know we were talking offline about the results. But before we get into that, before you jumped to that challenge, what were you struggling with?
Well, as you age, you gain weight, and I was at 205 for years and years and years, and I managed to get myself down to 195, but I really couldn't break out of that 195 barrier. It seemed I'm only 5'10", 5'11" on a good day, maybe.
Yeah. How long were you kind of stuck at like not being able to break past that 195 over
Years.
how long? Like 10 years, 20 years?
Uh, I've got a record from 2014, so I'd say 9, 10 years probably.
Wow. Okay. And in those 9 or 10 years, what have you kind of tried to break that 195?
I tried going to the gym, working out on my own without direction, reading articles, following what they said. Nothing ever really worked or stuck.
Yeah, I was gonna ask why do you feel like it didn't work, or if it did work, why didn't it stick?
I didn't have the support that I got from Ambra. I mean, I didn't have if you have somebody to talk to all the time, which we did, and she had a pretty good program laid out for me. Now, I have to say, I talked to other people, and they said, "Look, it's amazing that you stuck to the program," and I agree. It'll work if you stick to it, but
Yeah.
if you're not serious about it, like the first month, I wasn't weighing every single. I mean, I'm down to weighing 4 grams of sugar that goes in my coffee.
Okay. Okay, so you're getting really surgically precise as Ambra coaches. Um,
Yes,
but before that, you just never had the accountability to really get the consistency
correct.
that
I was just the only accountability was to myself, and that would waver.
so you start at 195, you finish the program about, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, take me through your results, both physically and also just like some of the results that you weren't really expecting to get too.
Well, I got down as low as 171. I'm kind of hovering around 172, 173, depending on what day it is. But what was the question? Go ahead. What was
Yeah,
the
so I
question?
guess I'll kind of go on another one. So basically, that's about 23 pounds, I guess. Yeah, that was a thing that you weren't be able to break through for about 9 or 10 years. How did it feel to
Right,
finally like break through that, 195 and get all the way down to 172 for you?
right. Well, once I got dialed in with recording everything, weighing and recording everything I ate, exercising as recommended, walking as recommended. I mean, I have a knee replacement,
Mhm.
so exercising initially was a little rough, but it's as I built up strength, I can now exercise better.
Yeah. How's that feeling now versus how you felt before? Like losing the
Well,
weight.
I mean, one day I was pumping gas at the gas station. I realized that I just feel lighter,
Yeah,
and of course, clothes fit way better.
that's
So
awesome.
I have a lot of shirts that I've collected that I really like. That when you have a little bit of a stomach, they didn't look as good as they do now.
Absolutely.
So
And I asked you this offline, but like, I guess for you, what was doing this program, what was the best result that you got that you weren't expecting to get?
that's really a tough one. You'd asked me that question earlier. I guess once I lost the weight, other people noticed it, and I got all kinds of compliments. I guess would be. I hadn't even thought about that
Yeah.
in the whole list of it, but other people really noticed.
And you also just thought you weren't going to be able to lose the weight.
Well, I thought if I could get in the 180s, I'd be doing good. I was hoping to get, initially the goal was 175, and we got better than that. So
Yeah. So you broke through that completely. So obviously, obviously getting to the 170s was something you didn't think you were going to be able to do. Having the compliments, that's great.
right.
Um, when you said lighter, wearing clothes better, all that stuff, obviously there's a ton of benefits people get, right? Physically, mentally. Someone that is in your position, maybe in their 70s, not really sure, kind of on the fence of doing this program. What would you tell someone in that position?
I would say that if they want to do the program, follow it. Weigh the food, do the exercises, get the number of steps in a day. But I think it's a great idea. I mean, at my age, with having my knee replaced and some things, the lighter I am, the better it is, and the longer I'll be around.
Yeah, tell me about that. So you had knee replacement. Before and after, how's that feeling, that stress on your knee? And also just I know you do stretches. You guys have like
Yes.
stretches you do throughout the day. How's the knee feeling now with less weight and obviously a lot stronger?
Oh, the knee's feeling good. I mean, yeah.
How long had the knee been bothering you for?
Oh, before that, it bothered me for probably 6 or 8 years before I had the operation. I was actually bow-legged in my left leg, and I went to the best doctor I could find in South Florida, and that was a year and a half ago, and it's great. I'm happy I did it.
Love it. That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Anything you want to add about your experience with Ambra or the coaching program as a whole or anything like that?
Well, I mean, I'm sure all the coaches are as good as Ambra, and just if you decide to do it, follow their directions, and it works.
100%. I always say, there's not a lot of things in life we can control, but what you put in your mouth, the exercise you do, you can control, and you can control the result. If you do it, it works.
Right. Plus, I learned to eat better, so I'm eating completely different now than I did 6 months ago. Completely.
Yeah. And where do you kind of foresee yourself like 5, 10 years out now?
Well, I hope I've set a goal to stick with this weight. I actually have a bet about losing a little bit more. We'll see.
That's
What it's
awesome.
part of what inspired the last one is I had a bet with Alex about how much I could lose, and if I did, what would happen. So he gave me a designer sweater that I admired one time.
That's awesome. Winning bets, all that. Yeah, that's great. That's great that you have the experience where you're able to get further than what you thought,
Yeah,
all these different things and knees feeling good. Yeah, just really appreciate you hopping on here to tell
sure.
us a little about your story. And I know it's going to be very, um, especially for those in their 60s, 70s, even 80s doing this program, I know it's going to be very inspirational for them to hear your story that you actually can do it.
No, you
Um,
can do it.
regardless of what your friends were saying, oh, I can't believe you stuck with this. It's like, well, that's doing it with the support and the guidance makes all the difference.
It did. Having the support and the guidance made all the difference.
100%. Well, I appreciate you hopping on, Bill. Thanks so
All
much.
right. Take care. Have a good day.